he going to push that passed pawn? Not just yet. He plays rook g1, preventing black's rook from traveling to the king side via a1. Now Hikaru, the one who looks a little bit frustrated. White wants to put that rook behind the pawn on h4, and the pawn is going to rumble up the board, up the runway. Rook a3 by Hikaru, pinning the pawn on c3, and Magnus brings the king back to d2. Hikaru desperately generating counterplay on the queen side, fiddling and twirling that pawn. Rook up to g3 by Magnus, offering a rook trade. Who benefits in the event of that rook trade? I think it was white. Now the rook gets behind the pawn, but Hikaru is in time to stop the pawn with his king. He is just in time, tempo for tempo, and now the pawn on h6 is immobilized. And I think the game is very likely to fizzle out into a draw. Rook to a6, winning the pawn on h6. Magnus wins the pawn on b4, and now the sides only have 2 pawns left, and they're about to have 1 pawn left. King to e2, rook e6, check, back and forth go the rooks. Rook takes d5, rook takes f2. This is a dead draw, even though black's king is further away from white's pawn than white's king from black's pawn, because black's rook is more than capable of holding that pawn back, and the sides repeating moves, looking at each other, and